All right, so we've been talking about these diamond problems, but we haven't talked about how do you actually set these up? What do they actually have to do with our standard form equation? So I'm going to explain this first. It's actually quite simple how you set these up. It looks a little bit confusing at first, but so just bear with me a second. First of all, it ties into what we said a long time ago. I gave you an equation that I said you don't need to memorize, and you don't, but you need to know what it looks like. And that was the basic standard form equation, ax squared plus bx plus c. Well, it does turn out that this a, b, and c are going to be important, and they're going to become more important as we get more and more into the quadratics. But they're just the numbers that are in front of the x, and then the c is the number that's at the end. So that's quite simple, and we'll talk about that more in a second. What goes in the top is very simply a times c. So when you have your thing, you're going to multiply whatever a is times c. And what goes in the bottom is just b. It's that simple. And then from there, you'll solve the diamond problem. So let's use this as an example. What's my a, my b, and my c? Well, my a, there's no number in front of x squared. So remember, that's always going to be 1. My b is 3. My c is negative 28. Okay, it's going to be important that we can identify those 3 numbers, like I said, especially as we get more into this. So a times c. Well, luckily for us, for a while now, a is always 1. Well, 1 times negative 28 is just negative 28. Okay, and where did that come from? 1 times negative 28. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of put this in like a bubble so we can remember. And then b is just 3, so it's that simple. Okay, and we could solve this. If you want to pause this for a second, see if you can solve this. What I'm thinking is I need 2 numbers that multiply together to get negative 28, add together to get 3. And I know that negative 7 and 4, or negative 7 and 4, or one of those 2 combinations will work. Which one's going to get me a positive 3? Well, it's going to be 7 and negative 4. So that's how I would solve this. Let's see if we can try this one more time. Go ahead and pause it and see if you can solve this diamond problem, or set up and solve this diamond problem. Great, so the first thing we want to do is identify our A, which is 1, our B is negative 2, and our C is negative 15. Okay, A times C goes in the top, so 1 times negative 15 is negative 15, and negative 2 goes in the bottom. What 2 numbers can I multiply together to get negative 15, add together to get negative 2? Well, it's going to be negative 5 and 3. Not 5 and negative 3, because that would be a positive 2. Great. So now we have our diamond problems. See if you can try this on the next example.